Hey guys, I am starting work on a new series entitled The Evangelical Delusion, subtitled The 5 Solas of the Evangelical Defamation. I wanted to give you a little bit of a teaser here, what this is going to be about. Now, I grew up evangelical. I still consider myself in part evangelical. This is not an attack or an attempt to discredit or point fingers or speak bad about a part of the church. I love all of the church. But I believe as we delve into the current particular issues of the evangelical church today, I think we will understand the broader problems in the church, and we can then understand in the problem also the solution. That's my goal, okay? But I wanted to just explain to you kind of some of my thinking. So my main charge against the evangelical church of today is defamation. If you don't know, defamation is misrepresenting someone. So I believe that the evangelical church today is misrepresenting Jesus as something he's not, as someone he's not. Why? My charge is that the evangelical church is leading people away from Christ. Now, of course, not on purpose, but let's just consider the fact that first, the evangelical church is attempting to bring people to Christ the wrong way. Why? Through good teaching. There is good instruction in churches about Christ. People are convicted by the Spirit. And then from that point on, they are led away from Christ because they did not begin with Christ properly. How are you supposed to begin with Christ? Yes, you should be convicted by the Spirit about your sin, but no, you should not start with teaching about Jesus. What do you start with? What did Jesus command his disciples in the Great Commission? Therefore, go, make disciples, baptize them, and then teach them all I've commanded you. The evangelical church is teaching the things that Jesus has commanded, then baptizing people, and then what happens is discipleship never happens because you started people with good teaching, and through good teaching they were convicted by the Spirit, genuinely so, but it was through good teaching. And so after they are convicted and after they actually accept Jesus, because they came through good teaching, then they think it's about good teaching, and then they're seeking the conviction of the Spirit again through good teaching. This is why Jesus made it essential that we start with discipleship, which is first you build relationships with people, and through relationship, they learn about me as they see your relationship with me, and then they're convicted and baptized, and then you can teach them the things that Jesus has commanded. But when you start with teaching and then move to baptism, you don't get to discipleship. Discipleship is how we learn to know Jesus. The evangelical church is bringing people to Jesus the wrong way, and as a result, they are leading people away from Jesus at that point and after that point. When you don't bring people to Jesus properly, you cannot then lead them to Jesus properly. This is why you start with discipleship, then you go to baptism, then you go to teaching. This is going to be the essence of my charge against the current evangelical church, which is that they are starting people out with Jesus in the wrong way and are leading people away from Jesus as a result for the rest of their Christian life. And so there has been this entire church institution built around this paradigm that is actually leading people away from Jesus for their entire Christian life. It's a pretty big critique. I will spend 6 episodes of this series fleshing out that critique because it needs to be fleshed out through examining the history of the evangelical church, which is grounded in the fundamentalist movement, and also what does Scripture say. And I'll be doing that through what I call the 5 solas of the evangelical defamation, right? You had the 5 solas of the Protestant Reformation, and I will bring forth what I call the 5 solas of the evangelical defamation. 5 things, 5 ways that the church, the evangelical church, is leading people away from Christ. 5 reasons why. The first episode will just be an introduction. It is called the fundamental problem, where I will first set forth the fundamental problem and the 5 solas, and then the 5 following episodes will be those, each one of those 5 solas of the evangelical defamation. Okay, guys. Just thought, I'd put that out, and just a little bit of a teaser for what I'm working on. And this will be coming out in a few weeks. I'm going to actually record all 6 episodes all at once. So be looking for that. Love you guys. See ya. I forgot to mention the banner. All right. See ya.